Beat it up.
So we're going to take this special time, to bring in our special guest. What? You
always say special guest. That's
I know, because they all special.
This is an extra special guest.
This is an extra special guest.
A personal favorite of mine.
And a personal friend. You understand? And a piece to our puzzle. He's part of the reason you fuckers know us.
Right.
Understand? I want to bring on excuse me. I want to bring on my brother Drew Freeman, aka the Big Cheese, aka Drew High.
Super honk in the flesh. Here I am.
The hot stuff.
The hot stuff. Gee,
yes.
What it do?
Hello.
Yes.
What's up?
Oh my God.
What's up, Big Drew High, man?
What's this show? I'm on Monsta Mondayz with Rocket String.
Monsta Mondayz.
Where's DJRek?
DJRek is off handling some handles right now. You know, life comes at you fast sometimes, so you know we gotta hold it down.
Rock, you have like the professional setup. Look at you. You got the String. You don't have that.
Nah. I'll have that, man. I'm just somewhere in the crib, just chilling, man.
Yeah, Rock, you got like the professional.
Where
setup.
are you though? You have Van Gogh behind you and shit, like.
Yeah. I'm in Bushwick to White Plains.
Right. Got a Van Gogh behind him and shit. You know what I mean?
It's a fake, but it works well for this though. It's setting me up nice.
Hey, listen, you're not supposed to say that while we record it, man. You're supposed to let everybody think it's what it is. But I know you, man. You're a real guy. I know you, man. So
what's up, fellas?
Me and Strang, we were having, we was trying to figure out what questions to ask our man Drew High, since we know our man Drew High. We've known this dude for over 25, 26 years or whatever. A lot of the answers to the questions, we might have a lot of the answers already. So I decided that I would start with some of the questions that people ask me, and I'll be like, I don't know. Be like, I don't know. So I'm gonna start from here. After boot camp, since boot camp, you've done a lot of work with a lot of other dudes, a lot of other artists, male and female. And one that people ask me about a lot is Young M.A. Because Young M.A. is from Brooklyn. I think she got some ties to Brownsville. She may have some ties to Bed-Stuy too. Both are some places that I frequent a lot when I'm back home or whatever. People ask me about Young M.A. It's like, is she signed to DuckDown? What is y'all relationship to her? I'm like, I barely know her. I mean, like, she cool or whatever. That's a Drew question.
Yes.
What is that? Could you explain that?
Well,
elaborate?
Well, she's not signed to DuckDown. After DuckDown is going to be forever. We made our legacy. It still exists, right? It's still the label that we all came up on and were a part of. But as the years went on, we started to do other things, and we started to offer distribution for some artists a lot. It really started with Talib Kweli. I ran into Kwa once. He was getting ready to do an independent album through Koch Records, where we got, that was where some of DuckDown's distribution happened. And someone up at Koch told Kwa that he should probably holler at me if he maybe needed some help with his independent release. And I reached out to him right away, or he reached out to me, and he said, yo, I want to work with you, but I can't be on DuckDown. He was like, all due respect, I just feel like, that was your thing, and I got my own thing going on. So I said, let me think about it for one day. And the next day I called him back and I said, Kwa, I got it. I started this company called 3D. I didn't tell him what it stood for, but it really was DuckDown Distribution. But that was the 3Ds. And I've created new email addresses, everything. So it was Drew High at 3D, so all my correspondence came from that. And long and short, we ended up, he went for it.
Wait up,
so,
Buckshot had nothing to do with this? Or Buckshot was still in on this?
Nah, I mean, Buck is going to forever be my partner, but these were kind of like ventures that I started to say, all right, they wanted like consulting, or they wanted some help on the side with what they were doing, and it was more like something I took the lead on.
So you went solo on them.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say I went totally solo, but yeah.
For these projects, you went solo for these specific things.
Yeah, we started it. I started to go in different directions. Even there was a lot of things that Buck was doing that I wasn't involved with, from different ventures, from sneakers and clothing and all types of stuff that Buck was in the mix of with different people that I felt and told him openly and honestly that they didn't interest me, or I didn't feel like my heart was going to be in it 100%. And me and Buck would trade a lot of back and forth on that. Like, there were things that he really wanted me to be involved with, and I said I didn't think that I could give you everything that you need to take off to do this. You gotta have. I always would say to Buck too, it's not just like doing something. You got to be passionate about it. If you're not passionate about it, where's that shit going to lead you? So anyway, I know I'm all around the world to get to the answer of Young M.A, but we did that project with Qua. We did a few others like Pharaoh Monch. We distributed a project for him, a bunch of other artists that kind of went down that lane. And then I met Young M.A through, well, I didn't meet her, but I saw her on YouTube, like everyone else probably saw her, but very early. I saw a freestyle from her, and I just became infatuated with, I became obsessed, right, of meeting her. Of like, to me, she embodied everything that you guys embodied. To me, she was like you said, it had that edge. She had a lot of cleverness, a lot of wittiness to her lyrics. Even though it was like more of a modern today, young, although she checked all those boxes, there's still something from our heritage that has to check that box too. It's hard for people to understand that, because I work with some other artists that I don't even, with all due respect to them, I may not necessarily be such a fan of their music, but with her, I really was. I was like, yo, this girl is just, she's just vicious. And we approached her, and the same thing happened very early in our first meetings with her. She was just like adamant that she didn't want to be signed to DuckDown. She said, I want to have my own label and do my own thing. And I just said to her, I believe from my heart that I can help you. And that's, kind of what it was. So we created Young M.A Music for her. She had never set up companies or businesses, or she was just moving. And those are the things that, you guys know firsthand of like, that's where I excel at, of like, all right, I'll handle business. I'll try to help you creatively, but she didn't need me for that. Right. Every same way, if I told her ideas, she probably dismissed me on 9 out of 10 of them. She already had her formula of like what was working. And then I got out of her way and just help where I could help. Right. And that's still our relationship to this day. I developed into more of a manager of her today than when we first started, because when we first started, she just really needed distribution and marketing. And now I'm actually a part of her management team. But that's, that evolved over years of like her getting to know me and trust me a little bit. And so, yeah, it's going strong. Like she's certainly something I'm very proud of, and I admire her work. I'm a fan of hers, just like I'm a fan of you guys.
That's dope. Congratulations on the promotion.
That's real though.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm going from, cause she dope. I can,
yeah, she is. She dope.
I see her work. Like her work ethic seems to be crazy. You know what I mean? Like,
yo, let me say one last thing about Young M.A. That. So everyone would say to me when people started connecting the dots that we were working with her, people started emailing me and texting me or whatever. Yo, Sean would never have done this. How could you do this? Da 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 da. Like I was getting angry. Like DuckDown fans are like fucking wackos. Sometimes I love you DuckDown fans, but sometimes you guys are too obsessed with the DuckDown sound or whatever that's supposed to mean.
I agree.
You guys know what I'm talking about.
I agree.
But there was a night that we had her at a show. We were doing something. Smith & Wesson were opening for Mobb Deep for it was like one of their 20-year anniversaries or something like that. It was at BB King's, and Sean was there, and we had M.A come out that night and do a verse or make an appearance. And Sean put his arm around me and was like, "Yo, it was loud. I could barely hear. His breath was probably stinking." And he was right here. And he was like, "Yo, Cheese, you fucking with her?" And I said, "We're trying to. Like, we're gonna start working with her." He's like, "Yo, I fuck with her." Like he just, and Burn will confirm that. So like to all the people that would say it, they were like, "Oh, I saw interviews with Sean that he said he didn't like any female rapper." Like I don't care. Like Sean's on record for saying that.
He did say that, bro.
He said that. But we know P, and I know P. Like that was my partner. I can name female rappers he loved.
And I could just name plenty of stupid shit he said.
Right. Like so what it was.
But who did he really like though? What do you think he like? MC Light? Like, all right, after that,
he loved the Lady of Rage. We both loved Rage. We both loved Shauna from Chi-Town. You know what I mean? So and so on. Like, you know what I mean? Of course, Lauren, like certain shit. So all you got to do is catch Ruck at the right moment, and he'll tell you fuck everything. He'll tell you fuck my brother, fuck all you niggas, fuck rap, fuck a job, fuck these kids. Like, if you catch Ruck at the right moment, he gonna say fuck whatever. You understand? I don't fuck with that. So, and then he gonna stand on it too, whether he meant it or not. Like, you know what I mean? Like, he not going backtrack. So a lot of people, I feel like a lot of people took that. I think it was a Vlad interview where he might have said that.
Yes, it was a Vlad interview. Soundbite.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, they ran with it. He always loved Rod Digger, etc. Like, there was chicks that we was partners, nigga. I know. You know what I'm saying?
All right. So anyway, that's that story, and that's where it is.
To Monsta Mondayz Podcast. Please join us every Monday from 8 to 10 p.m. West Coast time and 11 to 1 a.m. East Coast time. Every single Monday, Monsta Monday on the Dash app. Also, check out these awesome shows from the rest of our podcasting family. The Funny Farm, East New York Radio, All Elements Mix Show, the Star Power Collective, La Cosa Nostra Radio, 5150 Mix Show, Block News Live, Vinyl Coffee Mix Show, and Hidden Gems. Check them all out under the Delicious Vinyl radio station.